A very good morning, viewers. We are here at the Billie King Cup in Windhoek, where we witnessed Madagascar take on Nigeria. So Madagascar lost their previous match yesterday against Zimbabwe, so they must win this one. And as for Nigeria, this will be their first match of the day. So from Madagascar's side, Santa will go up against Kadisha, while for the second singles matches, Success of Nigeria will take on Mio. So stay tuned as we bring you the action live.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Billie Jean Open King Cup. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Shortly, we'll have a recap of an interview done yesterday from the coach from Ghana.
Joining us is Coach Bernard, coach of Ghana. Coach Bernard, a slow start of the day there against Namibia, losing your two matches, but you redeem yourself or bounce back rather in the end to win the doubles. What are your thoughts on today?
It's been amazing day. I mean, we didn't start well because of the weather. I mean, it's been affecting us because we are coming from a degree of 32, 34, and we are playing somewhere +4, +6, -3 yesterday, especially. And we are still adjusting to the weather. It's not been easy, but it's been a very good experience for us as a team, and we are still building up ourselves one day after other. But so far, it's been good winning up with the doubles at the ends to boost the confidence of my players. So far, that's what I can say.
Okay, yeah. No, Coach Bernard, thank you so much for your time and all the best for the coming matches.
Thank you very much.
All right.
We will now have the interview from the Namibian captain, Lesedi Jacobs.
Joining us is Namibia's captain, Lesedi, a good day in the office there, getting a win over Ghana. What are your thoughts on today's matches?
Wow, I'm so proud of the team, very excited. This is a great day for us. I mean, the fact that we're doing already a lot better than last year. Last year we came in 10th and now we're playing for 7th and 8th. We're giving ourselves a better chance. I mean, today the girls came in fighting from the beginning until the end. Of course, it's comfortable going into doubles 2-0 up. But I'm happy. I'm very proud of the girls who play doubles. I'm very proud of the girls who play singles. We're definitely excited. We're ready for Saturday's match.
Okay, Saturday you are going up against Tunisia. How do you feel about that and how are you going to prepare for it?
Oh, we are confident. We are ready. I mean, today we have some light hitting today and some will be resting because tomorrow we're an off day. So tomorrow we'll come in, sleep in, and then practice in the afternoon, get ready for Saturday, and we're ready to take Tunisia on.
Okay, now, Lesedi, thank you so much for your time and all the best for Saturday.
Of course. Go Namibia!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the matchup. We have Nigeria versus Madagascar. Representing Madagascar, we have Larinana Testimony, and we have representing Nigeria, we have Kajete Ilonje Mohammed. Other matches on the way currently, we have Tunisia versus Ghana. On court 8, we have Morocco versus Botswana. And on court 7, we have Burundi versus Uganda. On center court, the players are currently warming up. They are busy with their warm-ups. The format for this match is a best-of-3 tie-break set. As this is a professional event, there will be ball changes after a certain amount of games. As persons can see, the tournament has linesmen and ball persons, as well as a chair umpire. The match will be on the way in 1 minute. All matches will be played simultaneously. We are currently at the Billie Jean King Cup, which is hosted in Windhoek, Namibia, at the Central Tennis Club in Windhoek. My name is Dantako Gavanap, and I will be your commentator throughout these matches. The matches will be on the way in 30 seconds. A bit of history on the Billie Jean. The Billie Jean, which was formerly known as the Federation Cup or Fed Cup, was launched in 1963 to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the International Tennis Federation, also known as the ITF. Players are about to commence. Nigeria won the toss and elected to serve. A strong first serve to start the match from Nigeria. Just out there from Nigeria. On the concept of these games, the idea of the competition can be tracked back to 1990 when Miss Hazel Hawkins Wichtman came up with the concept for a women's team event. Yes, the Billie Jean King Cup is an all women's team event. When this was first rejected, she instead presented a trophy in 1923 for an annual contest between USA and Great Britain, who were at the time the strongest tennis playing nations. Miss Nell Hopman, wife of the legendary Australian Davis Cup captain Harry Hopman, later took up Wichman's original idea. In 1962, when a British resident of USA, Mary Handwick Harrier, presented a dossier proving that support for such an event was overwhelming, the ITF was persuaded to organize a team championship played over 1 week in a different venue each year. It had taken over 40 years for Wichman's concept of a women's version of Davis Cup to become a reality. I must say this is quite an inspiring story, as Miss Wichman had this innovative idea to create an all-women's team event similar to the Davis Cup. A bit of additional information: the Davis Cup is an all-men's team event which has been around for many years. Back to the center court. Nigeria took the first game. I must say the level of tennis thus far is already one of a high caliber. Players seem to be locked in. As this is a team event, as you can see, there are coaches sitting on court. This is allowed because, as I mentioned, it is a team event. This is so coaches can be able to advise their players during changeovers, able to motivate them, give them a few pointers, basically to keep the belief alive. We now have Lara Nina Testimony serving from Madagascar. It is already a very good start to the match. Just on the format of these games are played on a round robin basis with 6 teams and 6 groups of 3 teams, one host nation per group, whereby the host nation was a competing nation. The event takes place normally between 3 to 7 days. Each tie consists of 2 singles and 1 doubles match. 6 group winners progress to the 2025 finals in Shanghai in September. The remaining 12 nations to compete in November's 2025 playoffs. A good exchange between the players. Madagascar was able to hold serve. The scores are currently 1-all. Once again, we have Nigeria to serve. A good second serve to get the game on the way. Quite the exchange from the players. La 15. Just an update on the scores on the other courts, as all the matches are on the way. On court 8, we have Morocco versus Botswana. Morocco took the first game, and is currently leading 40-15 in the second game. On court 7, we have Burundi versus Uganda, where Uganda took the first game. Just out there from Nigeria. Nigeria is in a tough situation at the moment, as it is Love 40, facing 3 breakpoints. Madagascar was able to take the early break. Madagascar is now leading 2-1. The game is very competitive from the start. Both players seem to be more aggressive, hitting through the ball and not holding back. An interesting fact from tennis, in 2010, John Isner and Nicolas Mahut played the longest tennis match in history at Wimbledon. The match lasted 11 hours and 5 minutes. The match spread over 3 days, with the final score being 6-4, 3-6, 7-6, 6-7, 7-6, and 70-68 in the final set. The match was so long that the scoreboard ran out of space for the score and had to be manually changed. We have Madagascar to serve. The players are moving the ball well. What a forehand cross court from Madagascar, forcing the mistake from her opponent. Just a recap on this on yesterday's matches. Algeria, there was a matchup between Algeria and Uganda, where Algeria was able to dominate all three matches. Then we have Kenya, who played against Botswana. Kenya was able to dominate and won all three matches, leaving the tie at 3-0. We then had Namibia versus Ghana. It was quite a show. It was quite a showcase from Team Namibia during the singles. However, they struggled during the doubles, whereby they lost the doubles and won both singles, leaving the tie at 2 matches to 1 in favor of Team Namibia. I just wish to explain the different playoffs. So we have 12 nations competing, and they went through their group stages and are currently playing the playoffs. We in playing for positions 10 to 12, we have Algeria, Burundi, and Uganda. Playing for positions from 7th to 9th, we have Namibia, who is currently leading in the group, Tunisia and Ghana. Playing for positions 1st to 3rd, playing for positions 4th to 6th, we have Zimbabwe, which is currently leading, then Nigeria, then Madagascar. And playing for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd position, we have Kenya, who is leading, then Morocco, Botswana 3rd at the moment. These are the standings as of right now. Madagascar seems to be the more aggressor, playing with a fine line of patience, with the ability to choose her moments to strike, forcing all the errors from her opponent. She has a comfortable lead now with a second break. The scores are currently 4-1 in the first set. The origin of the tennis term love is unknown. As you know, tennis works as love 15, love 30. However, this origin of the term love is unknown. The word love or zero in tennis possibly derives from the French word ouf, meaning egg, which may represent the figure 0. It's interesting to know that tennis, a sport enjoyed worldwide, is rich in fascinating facts. It's interesting to know that tennis balls were once white, and that the sport has roots in the 12th century French game called jeu de paume. which translates to hand in palm. Quite the exchange from Madagascar and Nigeria. The level from these goals is one of a high standard. What a first serve there from Madagascar. The word tennis is believed to come from the Anglo-French word tenir, meaning hold or to take. Just out there from Madagascar. Testimony seems to be limiting her unforced errors. Working hard to keep the ball in play. Keeping patient. Not forcing the play. And however, hitting through the ball. Game for Madagascar. At the moment, Madagascar is making it difficult for Nigeria to even get a foothold in this match. She's hitting the ball with a lot of spin, making it difficult for opponent to be able to return the ball into within the bound of the court. What a forehand there from Madagascar. I believe that to be the fourth winner of the match. On the scoring system in tennis, the scoring system is based on the clock face. The origin of the 15, 30, 40 scoring system are lost in the records of time, but the explanation most commonly given is that they were based on a clock face at one end of the court. The first point was the first quarter mark that the minute had struck on the clock, for example 15. And the second point was the second quarter mark struck because 40 took too long to say. The third point was shortened to 40. A very deep return from Madagascar. Madagascar is playing exceptionally well, making it very difficult for opponent, keeping the pressure on Nigeria, leaving no room for any errors. Tennis is a racket sport that can be played individually against a single opponent or between teams of 2 players each. It is also a globally popular spectator sport and is played by millions of recreational enthusiasts as well. Let's Once again, my name is Dantoko Gavanap, and I'll be commentating on these games throughout the course of the next couple of days. We are currently witnessing the show. We're currently witnessing the match up between Madagascar and Nigeria. An update on the scores. On court 3, we have Tunisia versus Ghana, where Tunisia is leading 4-0. On court 8, we have Morocco versus Botswana. Morocco is dominating the match with a fierce performance whereby the score is 5-0. On court 7, we have Burundi versus Uganda, where the match seems to be fairly close, as the scores are 2-3 in favor of Uganda. A solid exchange between the players. However, Madagascar is maintaining to her strategy of hitting through the ball. However, it does seem like Nigeria is starting to have a sense of belief in this match now. She started the second set off playing slightly better, getting more balls back in court. Now forcing errors from Team Madagascar. Madagascar is now facing 3 break points. The first of the match. Both players are remaining very patient during this moment. They're keeping the ball very centrally. However, Nigeria was able to edge on top and win the game, starting off the second set very well. A very confident start from Team Nigeria. They definitely needed that game. Now that she has the momentum, is she able to keep it? Is she able to build on this momentum to possibly take the second set and stretch this match to a third set? Tennis is also an Olympic sport, and it can be played by wheelchair users. The Davis Cup dates to 1900s. It is an annual competition between men's national tennis teams. An unfortunate double fault there from Team Nigeria. It's important to note that these players are the best of the best within their country. It is truly an honor to be able to be representing your country at this high level. What an exchange between the players. Nigeria was good court positioning, able to move the ball, able to construct that point ever so beautifully. What an ace. Seems like the momentum has truly shifted in this matchup. Nigeria has found the belief. After losing 6-1 in the first set, she has started off the second set with the utmost confidence. It seemed that she rushed a second serve, forcing a double fault. It's also important to take note that tennis is it is more of a mental sport. However, it is very physical as well. A bit of lapse in focus there from Team Nigeria, leading 40-love to now 40-30. So tennis requires a ton of focus, continuous focus throughout the match. Team Nigeria was able to break back, leaving the scores level in the second set, even though Team Nigeria started off very well in that game. However, Team Nigeria was able to just hang in there. Team Madagascar was able to just hang in there throughout the game. A spectacular first serve from Madagascar. However, the return came back even faster, and she had no time to react. Once again, a very good first serve. Team Nigeria seems to be struggling with the returns. Very accurate serving there, right into the corner. I must say her Madagascar's ball placement is well. She's able to move the ball. There we have a drop shot, forcing the error there. Very intelligent play, constructing the point, being patient. Just out there from Team Nigeria. Madagascar is able to edge just a little in front by holding serve. The match is more competitive now in the second set. There is a sense of fight from both players. An interesting fact about tiebreakers: the tiebreak was invented by James Val Allen in 1965. the Empire. Let's see if Team Nigeria is able to keep the focus, remain calm, and hold serve. Just out there, slightly out from Team Nigeria, but it was nice to see how she tried to go for the winner. Shows her competitive side. Madagascar remains to be the aggressor, hitting through the ball. However, when playing aggressive, you expose yourself to a more riskier style of play, where you're more prone to make unforced errors. Instead of being more patient, building, building on the play, constructing the point. Once again, they out from Team Madagascar. A very deep shot from Team Madagascar, showcasing her aggression. Indeed, very brave play from Team Madagascar. An unusual unforced error from Madagascar. It's clear that tensions are flying high, understandably, as it is such a big honor to represent your country at these events. A very strong hold from Team Nigeria. The scores are 2-all. An update on Court 8 against the matchup between Morocco and Botswana. We have Morocco took the first set 6-love and are currently leading 30-love in the second set. Between the matchup on Court 7, Burundi versus Uganda, we have the match is still very close as the scores are 3-4 in favor of Uganda. On Court 3, we have a very dominant performance from Team Tunisia. Team Tunisia took the first set 6-0 and is currently leading 2-0 in the second set. Back to center court. Madagascar means business. Is currently leading 40-love. What a winner, unfearful winner from Team Nigeria. Madagascar serving first serve percentage is very strong. She's getting most first serves in, making it difficult for opponent. The scores are now 3-2 in the second set in favor of Madagascar. Once again, as this is a team event, coaches are allowed to sit on court alongside their players and may receive coaching, any additional advice. As we can see there with Team Madagascar, helping her with explaining maybe she should hit through the ball more. As it is a a professional event, there are ball persons as well as linesmen and a chair umpire to conduct these games. What a drop shot. And Nigeria is showing their hustle. This is such a good point. Just out there from Nigeria, but nonetheless, it was a very good point from both players. Both players showcasing their skillfulness, the ability to be agile, to run for balls. Now we have now Nigeria was there showcasing her aggressiveness, moving the ball from side to side, playing at a very high level. A very confident play. Once again, the exchange, both players and first error there from Madagascar. I must say that Team Nigeria is playing much better in the second set. It seems that the nerves from the first set have calmed down and she's able to have a foothold in this match now. What a ace there from Team Nigeria. Straight down the tee. Excellent play, excellent play. Big first serve leading to a forehand drive down the line. We definitely have a match on the way. That forehand down the line is starting to be very troublesome. As she is able to execute it with such fine margins. Both players have upped the tempo. Both players seem to have increased their level now. as they are both attacking more, taking more chances, simply not just getting the ball in play, but actually moving the ball using different combinations such as a forehand cross court, or two forehand cross courts and then a down the line. You can see that there is strategy being used by these girls now. They aren't just simply getting the ball in play, that forehand down the line. From a defensive point to finding a way to an attackive position. We definitely have a match on the way. The pressure is now on Madagascar as she is facing a break point. This really seems to be more players aren't really attacking, more getting the ball in play, just grinding the ball back deep, waiting for the opportunity. This is a nervy point. Just out there, unfortunate end to the point. And we're back to deuce. However, that was a lovely point to watch. This match is turning into quite the watch. Both players are really giving it their all. Madagascar just taking a moment to control the emotions, as this moment is very important, making sure she can reset, focus, keep all those emotions bottled up, ready to play the next point. We have the rally on the way. Girls moving the ball side to side. Very deep play there from Madagascar. Unfortunately, Team Nigeria was impatient in that moment, resulting in an unforced error. Tried to end the point faster than it should have been. It probably would have been a better option to just remain in the rally. Let's see if Team Madagascar is able to hold serve here. A shorter first serve. She seemed to reduce the pace, and it didn't seem like Team Nigeria didn't expect that. However, nonetheless, Team Madagascar was able to hold serve, and the pressure is back on Team Nigeria. Quite the match we have here, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I just want to explain the format for these games. These matches are... Just 1 second. These Billie Jean King Cup matches are qualifiers, whereby a round robin with 6 groups of 3 teams, 1 host nation per group. Each host was a competing nation. This event This event takes place between 3 to 7 days, whereby each tie consists of 2 singles and 1 doubles match. There are 6 group winners, whereby 6 group winners progress to the 2025 finals in Shanghai this September. The remaining 12 nations to compete in November's 2025 playoffs. The format for the finals in September. The venue will be in Shanghai Bay Sports Center in Shanghai, China. The format will be as following. It is a knockout draw with 8 teams, quarterfinals, semifinals, and then finals. 6 qualifiers, group winners, 1 defending champion, which is Italy, 1 host nation, which is China. The dates for the playoffs in November: 12 nations finishing second or third in qualifier groups, plus 9 teams promote from Group 1. This is Australia, Brazil, Canada, Colombia, Czech, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Poland, Romania, Slovenia, and Switzerland, as well as Argentina, Belgium, Croatia, India, Mexico, New Zealand, Portugal, Turkey, Slovenia. The format for those games will be a round robin of 7 groups of 3 teams, 1 host nation per group. Host will be a competing nation. It is a 3-day event, each tie to consist of 2 singles and 1 doubles match. 7 group winners progress to 2026 qualifiers. Remaining 14 teams to compete in Group 1 in 2026. Just an update on Court 3, where we had Tunisia versus Algeria. Tunisia showcased their dominance, winning 6-love, 6-love. On Court 8, where we have Morocco versus Botswana. Morocco took the first set 6-love and is currently leading 2-0. On Court 7, we have Burundi versus Uganda. Uganda was able to just take the first set 6-4. The second set is yet to commence. We're back to center court, where we're watching the matchup between Nigeria versus Madagascar. Quite the match which unfolded. Compared to the first set, it seemed Nigeria had a nervy start, where Nigeria was able to dominate and took the opportunity to close the set at 6-1. However, the second set is deemed to be more competitive, as players are both more calm. They've controlled their nerves. The quality of tennis has increased. What an ace there from Nigeria. I must say she has a very big serve. a close call there. However, the ball was called out. Let's see who's able to take this game. This is a very important game. Nigeria needs to hold serve here. They cannot give Madagascar the opportunity to serve for the match. A good approach shot to then come to the net. Once again, Team Nigeria has very good court positioning. She was able to predict the movement of the ball. What a hold. What a hold there from Team Nigeria. It was a bit of a nervy game, however, she was able to remain focused. A strong hold indeed to keep the game alive. That's a rally. Good hustle from Madagascar. The scores are now 15-all. Once again, this is a very nervy game, an important game. A good first serve. You can see that team Madagascar, they're trying to keep the ball as deep as possible, trying to keep Nigeria on the back foot. What a good defensive skills from Nigeria, keeping the ball in, making sure. However, the constant resilience from Team Madagascar, keeping the pressure, keeping the aggressive tennis alive. A good return from Team Nigeria. Came from Madagascar. Madagascar did well to hold serve. The pressure is back onto Team Nigeria. I would just like to take the opportunity to welcome all our viewers, listeners, and anyone who tuned in. We are currently at the Billie Jean King Cup, which is hosted in Namibia by host nation Namibia. We are at the Central Tennis Courts of Namibia. A bit of information about Billie Jean King. Billie Jean King is a former American tennis player and one of the most influential figures in sports history. She won 39 Grand Slams, including 12 singles, 16 doubles, and 11 mixed doubles, and was a trailblazer for gender equality in sports. Back to center court, just out there from Team Madagascar. The scores are currently 15-love. What a rally unfolding right now. Team Nigeria is trying to remain patient. A number of footfalls are being called right now. Very short play. What a slice. Team Madagascar is looking to close the set and win the match here and now. The question is Team Nigeria able to remain focused? A costly double fault. An unfortunate end to a very strong and good match. What a match there from both players. Very competitive. Ladies and gentlemen, there is still a second match to unfold in the next 20 minutes. We will be back in 20 minutes where we will see the second singles.